Alright, Shalom, this is Harawan by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Havashai, by Hashem, Harakah Kodash, Ma'amath. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, Nagwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Alright, I'm just vibing in the spirit. I'm going to go through the scripture real quick. This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness, which they have prescribed, man. See, they coming up with these damn mandates, and as you see the new one, you know, they aiming for the Cubs, you know what I mean? And I can't really speak on it too much, but you get my point, as you can see on the screen. And but the Lord told us what? Be not troubled. You know, don't be troubled, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this. All right, it says this, 2 Corinthians 12:9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. All right. So the Lord's strength is made what? Perfect in weakness. You know, so in our low and our weak state, the Lord's gonna what? He's gonna perfect our faith and show how the strength of righteousness, man. All right, in our weak state, he's gonna lift us up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this too. All right, because if you start noticing, it's talking about the military, the police, the children, entertainers. You know, your average person in America. Why? Because it's what you would call a coup. All right, a takeover. Isaiah 41:14. So I'm not going to speak too much on what you see on the screen, but you get my point. Where they're heading now, man. That's the next step. And they're going to cut on the machines. Expect that. That's the next step they're going for. They're going to say global warming, which was the goal anyway. That's the goal. That's their goal, to use that global warming. It was never about the precursor of what they're pushing, you know, this pandemic. It was always about global warming. That's their agenda. It's just called Agenda 2030, to switch everything over to a different system. You know, the Internet of Things. So now they're going for the children, which would cause what? More of a rift in society, more of chances for a civil war. And that's what they want, so they could bring the order out of chaos. They got everybody leaving these jobs, and then they bring migrants in that they can hire for cheaper labor, or, you know, force them to go with the mandates and push out their robots and shit and technology to take over as far as working in the industries. All right, but the Lord said this, man, we're not supposed to worry about these things. We don't fear it. All right, and neither do our children. Just like in the book of Maccabees, the story of the woman and the mother and the 7 children, man. You know, and even the youngest didn't fear these heathens. He only feared Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and they knew about resurrection. They knew about reincarnation. Isaiah 41:14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, because that's what we are. We're in a weak state. And Esau know that. That's why they're the oppressor. All right, through their secrecy, they've taken over the world and built up their stronghold. But the Lord said, what? We're here to tear down strongholds, spiritual and physical. So the Lord is going to raise us up out of this weak state. He said, the least among us shall be as David. All right? So fear not, thou worm Jacob. So we're not supposed to be feared. The Lord did not give us a spirit of fear. All right, we notice it. We play I Spy. You know, we see what's going on. We watchers. And we pray to our Father in heaven through Yahushua, our mediator. All right? Because even Job, he thought we didn't have a mediator. We didn't have a mediator at the time to speak on our behalf to Yahweh, man. He's too powerful. That's our king, you know, our Father, the Creator. But now he's giving us a mediator, Yahushua, to bring us back together, making us whole, one again with the Father. So we can call on him and pray for him to deliver us and our children. It says, I will help thee. So the Lord said, I will help you, man. That's what we got to think about. Help us from what? See, the danger got to be there for him to help. That's why his strength is made perfect in weakness. Saith the Lord. He said, I will help thee, saith the Lord, thou worm Jacob. But we have to be brought to this lower state first. All right? Thou worm. A worm is a helpless prey. That's it. It's just prey. I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, man. So the Lord said he's going to help us, man. How? He said, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains, the governments, and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff, man, the cities and these nations, all right? All right, so now this is 2nd Ezra 2:26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, man. So the elect are not going to perish. All right, even if something was to happen to us in the society and we would be transitioned into the spirit world to die, in a sense, the body, then we will have another body waiting on us, you know, to be resurrected when the Lord shows up. All right, to be changed. Now it says, as Paul said, there's a body out in the heavens waiting for us, right? 2nd Ezra 2:26, as for the servants whom I have given thee, so the Lord gave his elect, you know, to the rest of the sheep. There shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. So he's the ones that he sent out here, he's going to call them back. All right, he's not going to leave you hanging. You got to trust that. If you believe that he sent you, then he's going to require them from among the people. All right, we were sent here to teach. All right, we were sent into the danger as sheep amongst wolves. But the Lord said what? He's going to protect us. The shepherd is going to protect the sheep. All right. So now this is let me get this real quick. It says, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, because that day is coming, man. It's not going to be prolonged anymore. It's not going to be like tomorrow. It's going to be present day. And the Lord is holding back the winds, according to Revelation 7, holding back the destruction for the elect to get sealed up in their faith, man. And be secure, be fortified spiritually, and have their foundation nice and solid upon the rock before the rain begins to drop and the winds begin to blow. You know? Now it says, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, we ain't going to the time of Jacob's trouble, others shall weep and be sorrowful, man. So we got to have faith in this, that others are going to weep and be sorrowful for not listening. All right, for not turning to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, or just being heathens. Others shall weep and be sorrowful, man. That's hell. All right, sorrow. But thou shalt be merry and have abundance. So the elect are going to be merry, in good spirits, and they're going to have abundance. Man, that's deep, you know. The heathens shall envy thee, man. So they're going to envy you. But they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. So at some point, the Lord going to make it so nobody can do anything against you. You're going to be covered, protected by the holy angels, according to Psalms 91. And then at some point, the Lord going to make it so you can protect yourself. You know, when he, as I just read, he's going to make you what? A sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Getting spiritual abilities, powers, right? The heathen shall envy thee, man. People like Biden and all them, you know, these Edomites, Moabites, Africans, Ishmaelites, Syrians, all of them, Elamites. The heathen shall envy thee, and 2/3, man. They're in a heathenistic state of mind. But they shall be able to do nothing against thee. Talking about the gangs as well. All right? Your neighbor that just be eyeing you, grilling you and shit, looking negative towards you, nobody gonna be able to do anything against you, saith the Lord. My hands shall cover thee. Right? The scripture said they're gonna be invading one another. But the Lord said what? His hands are gonna cover the elect. And you gotta believe that, man. No wavering that Yahweh Shai is gonna send his angels to cover the elect. All right. Let's say, my hands shall cover thee, his angels, so that thy children shall not see hell. All right. So it's like a scary movie come on, somebody cover your eyes so you don't see it. But instead, the Lord gonna basically what? Block it out so it doesn't touch you, according to Psalms 91. All right, or your children. All they'll see is the ushering in of the kingdom. And others being cast out. So it says what? My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. So it's about to be hell for these children out here too. Be joyful, O thou mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the Lord, man. All right, so the Lord promising to deliver the children too. All right. All right, Matthew 7:24, man, because if you're not right with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, then they just not gonna make it. That's just it, man. Them are their children. All right, but instead, forget a damn Disney World. The Lord gonna show special effects and marvel things to marvel at for your children, like during the time of Moses. In these times, though, that's like special effects. All right, Matthew 7:24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, so you're hearing his voice from the prophets, and doeth them, right? Stand in the truth, keeping the laws to the best of your ability, staying away from these holidays, praising them, praying to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, praising his name and his son, praying for forgiveness for our past sins, that we didn't know about, praying for our people, doing this work, and the women teaching the children what the man teaches you, staying in order in the household, all these things, man. They all matter. It says, if you do them, right, I will liken him unto a wise man. All right, it starts with the man and then it goes to the rest of the house, the women and children, which built his house upon a rock. All right, and that rock is Yahushua. He is our rock. Okay, and it says, man, let me get that real quick. This is 2 Samuel 22 and 32. For who is power save our Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? And who is a rock save our power, our God? God is my strength and power, and he maketh my way perfect, man. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setteth me up upon high places, man. That's what he did for King David. He's going to do the same thing for the elect. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, man, right? And thy gentleness have made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me. So the Lord's going to enlarge our steps, all right? So that my feet did not slip. I have pursued mine enemies and destroyed them, and turned not again until I had consumed them. And that's about to happen, man. Once the Lord activates his elect, they're going to keep going until they consume Esau, all right, all into the kingdom, 1,000 years. I have consumed them and wounded them, that they could not arise, yea, they are fallen under my feet. All right, so that time is coming, man. All right, 40. For thou hast girded me with strength to battle. So even today, the Lord has girded us with strength for this battle. Spiritual. We're supposed to prepare each other for the battle. What battle? The spiritual battle. That's what type of battle we're fighting. Our war is not our weapons of warfare are not carnal. They're not carnal, man. They're spiritual. So the Lord has fully equipped us, man. He said, put you on the whole armor. He gave us a whole armor, man. The spiritual armor to wear in this battle. And a sword, too. Put a sword in our hand to fight with, spiritually. Okay? For thou hast girded me with strength to battle. Them that rose up against me hast thou subdued under me. So the Lord gonna have Esau rise up against us so he can subdue them under us. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies that I might destroy them that hate me. Esau definitely hate us. They're showing it. All this is towards Jacob, man. It's mainly towards Jacob. They saying it's for the whole world, but it's mainly towards Jacob. It's a judgment on the whole world. But Esau, they really coming after Jacob, man. Because they want to get rid of Jacob. Look up the Rockefeller letter that's going around right now. Their whole plan is towards Jacob, man. All right, Israel. It says what? And this gonna happen to them, man. And this is what we supposed to focus on. They looked, but there was none to save, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. Then did I beat them as small as the dust of the earth. I did stamp them as the mire of the street, and did spread them under abroad, man. Thou hast also delivered me from the strivings of my people. Thou hast kept me to be the head of the heathen, a people which I knew not shall serve me. All right, so these heathens are going to serve us in the kingdom, and the Lord going to deliver the elect not only from Esau but also from 2/3, man. Damn devils. So now here goes another one. All right, 2 Samuel 22:2. And he said, Yahweh is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, the God of my rock, and him will I trust. He is my shield and the horn of my salvation, my high tower, my refuge, my savior. Thou savest me from violence, man. I will call on Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. That's right, man. Who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. And children as well. He said that children shall not see the hell that's coming. All right, Psalms 91, so he can give his angels charge over you, man. Same way the Secret Service be keeping the president, better than the Secret Service be keeping the president and their families. All right. So it's about the foundation. It's about the temple. It's about the elect. It's about Jacob and Esau. And they're coming for the children now. Or they're at least making a threat. Matthew 7:24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man who built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended and the floods came. So they coming, man. All right, the martial law, internment camps, re-education camps, whatever you want to call them. Shutting down homeschooling, going for the children. So the rains are going to descend. And it said the floods came. And it said Esau going to come in like rushing like a flood. And the winds blew. So that's Revelation 7. That means the angel going to give charge to the other angels to let go and let the winds happen, man. Bring the destruction upon the earth. And beat upon that house, and it fell not. So if you're of the elect, you're not going to fall, man. Your household's not going to fall. All right, just like Noah and his family. For it was founded upon a rock, man. So Yahushua not going to fall, so you're not going to fall. I was telling my children, like, imagine being in the middle of a flood or a hurricane, and you holding on to a strong boulder or a rock, a big giant rock. You'll feel safe. All right. Now it says, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell. And great was the fall of it, man. So it's going to be real bad out here. A lot of death, a lot of chaos, man. A lot of tears when they come from the children. All right, Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. It ain't just about the man of the house. These women out here, they're at ease. A lot of them are in single-parent households. They don't want a man. I don't need a man. But now you got stalkers out here raping women on the damn subway train, out in the open, in broad daylight, man. I seen a video, dude punched a woman right in the mouth, and nobody did shit. Times are changing, man. Times are changing. All right, so a lot of these women are at ease. They relax. They calm. They're like, oh, it's cool. It ain't cool. We in a time of World War III. All hell breaking loose right now. You gotta be scared, but you gotta move accordingly. You know, you gotta move accordingly. That's what Denzel was telling that woman on Book of Eli. Like, she wasn't ready to walk with him, man, be around him. But what did she have to do? She had to take on his mannerisms. All right, she had to take on some of his mannerisms to make it through. And then when at the end of the movie, when he died or whatever, I was telling the story, that stayed with her. You know, it took on his spirit. So, and these women that's out here running around with like a chicken with their head cut off, man, they're gonna be. Let me read it. Rise up, Isaiah 32:9. Now they're talking about the children. All right, so you know, that's gonna bring a lot of women into this now. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, man, because they're gonna make a choice. Hear my voice. So the Lord said, don't hear the world, don't hear the media, don't hear the threats of Biden. Them hear His voice. Who are His voice? The men of the Lord, man. And the ones that don't listen to Him, they're gonna be destroyed. All right, this is it. The men of the Lord, man, starting from Apostle Hard on down to, the umbrella under the banner of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and sincerity and the truth. The spirit of prophecy. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, man. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the ventures shall fail and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. So the Lord saying they're going to be trembling in fear, man. When all hell break loose out here, man. But the Lord told the women that's in the truth, don't fear. All right? The vintage shall fail. The choice, the investment that they're waiting on, that degree, it's not going to come. All right, that American dream. The gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare. Gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine, man. All right, so it's gonna be all hell breaking loose out here, man. You're gonna lose everything, even a lot of the children. But that's why it's our job to do this. All right, Proverbs 22:6. It says this: train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it, man. So we're supposed to be training our children in this truth, man. In case something does happen, and the Lord does allow Esau to test us, man, and you get separated from your children, at least you trained them, and you've taught them in the way they should go. What they would call the yellow brick road, right? To get to the kingdom and meet you there. All right, who to call on? The angels, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, for the angels to come and to protect you and deliver you and keep you in all your ways. How comforting would that be? That's why the Lord said, comfort one another with these words. And He told the women to hear His voice, hear the men, And he told the men take heed as well, and to lead the fight, lead the charge. All right, because it's very important, man, to embed these words and these stories into the mind of your children, man. All right, people say the children don't matter, but they do, because the scriptures tell you to love your children, man. But you're not supposed to love them more than the kingdom, more than Yahweh Shem Shai. If they're not for you, if they're in the way, you're supposed to, because how you show love with your time, you know? If they want holiday gifts, no, you ain't dealing with that. You want to deal with these wicked holidays, no. See that? You love Yahweh Shem Shai more. You want to go hang out at the playground or go teach? Go teach, man. You got the kids this weekend? No, you don't. Go teach. See that? So you love Yahweh Shem Shai more through your actions. But Yahweh Shai would tell you to love your children, care for them. All right. So now it says this: Deuteronomy 11 and 18. Therefore shall ye lay up these words in your heart and in your soul. See that's where you're supposed to stash this at. You can keep this in your mind. Okay? When all hell breaking loose out here, man, keep it in your mind. Bind it up in your heart and your spirit. And bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be as frontlets between your eyes. That was the what do they call them damn things? It'll come to me. I'm just gonna keep going. Alright. And ye shall teach them to your children, speaking of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, man. So at nighttime and in the morning, because it's important. You want to leave these words with them to continue in case something happens. That's the best investment, better than life insurance. That's the life insurance right there. All right. Yeah, what are them things called? All right, they were called phylacteries or tefillin. Something that, our people will wear the laws wrapped around their wrist or their hand, their fingers, around their forehead, especially when we prayed. But anyway, stick to the point. Isaiah 59 and 19. All right, 18. According to their deeds, accordingly he will repay. Fury to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies. To the islands he will repay recompense, man. Wow, we're seeing that today as well. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. So the east to west, man. And that's where the elect are scattered around the four corners of the earth. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the enemy is Esau, when they push their agenda to come in trying to get the children, or take you out of your household, reinternment camps or martial law. He says what? This is what we're praying for. This is what we're hoping for. Somewhere within those times, that the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. That the Lord is going to lift up that standard and protect his elect. This is Psalms 5 and 11. But let those that put their trust, 10. Destroy them, O Yahweh. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the midst of their transgressions. For they have rebelled against thee. All right, 2/3 have rebelled against the Lord. But let those that put their trust in thee rejoice. All right, please, we pray that the Lord allows us to rejoice in those times. Let them ever shout for joy. All right, so after that, they'll continue to shout for joy in the kingdom. Because thou defendest them. Man, see, we praying for the Lord to defend us, man. We're going to snap out here. Yeah, this is the time. The Lord's strength is made perfect in weakness, man. This is the time for it. Matter of fact, let me get that. All right, it's Isaiah 49 and 8. So this is the time for it, man. This is the time the Lord can show his power. Thus saith Yahweh, power, just like he did parting the Red Sea, man. Now imagine that. You had to stand at the edge of the ocean in the Red Sea, and the Lord tell you to walk over it and walk through it. Trust him and just walk. And you got the troops and Pharaoh right on your heels. That's what this is, man. All right, the Lord gonna part the ways for us to get to the kingdom, while Esau and them right on our heels, and he gonna destroy them when they come in rushing. So the Lord said this: "Thus saith Yahweh," Isaiah 49:8, "And I have in an acceptable time." So now is the time where the Lord accepting us, man, accepting our prayers and all of that. "Have I heard thee, and in the day of salvation have I helped thee." Man. So we're in the days of salvation where the Lord's going to help the elect. He said, "I will help thee, thou worm Jacob. Fear not. And I will preserve thee." Just like, keep you safe. That's Psalms 91. He ain't going to just take you up. He also, to the chariots, he also going to preserve you until the chariots. Psalms 91, he's going to give his angels charge over you to keep thee in all thy ways, all the way until they bear thee up in their hands. In the chariot. It says, "And give thee for a covenant of the people to establish the earth, to cause to inherit the desolate heritages," man. All right. So let me get to my point. James 5:4. "Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which of you is kept back by fraud." So Esau is keeping the riches by fraud upon this earth. That's what you're hearing. Fraud, cheat, everything fraud. Unrighteous decrees, right? It says, "Which of you is kept back by fraud, crieth." So we're crying now. Now we're able to cry out to the Lord, all right? "And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth." Man, all right? "Ye have lived in pleasures on the earth," as Esau, "and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doeth not resist you," man. And they like, that's not enough. They heap it unto them all people and cannot be satisfied. They gotta go for the children now. All right, so let me get this real quick. It says this: "Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord." So we gotta be patient and endure. All right, all this bullshit that's out here. "Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth." So he right there at the door just waiting for the elect. "And have long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain." All right, the first fruit, the ones that come into the truth, and the last ones that come into the truth. "But be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh," man. All right, it says Psalms 5:11. "But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice," man. So we put our trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. He is our fortress, our high tower. In him we trust. All right, "Let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them," man. You're going to defend the elect, the believers in them, man. Think about that. This we got to meditate on. Picture it. "Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee." So not IUIC. They don't love his name. They don't love his name. All right. IUIC does not love the name of the Lord. Especially these churches. The name of the Lord is Yahushua. The Father's name is Yahweh. So those are the ones that are going to rejoice. The sincere ones. "For thou, O Yahweh, will bless the righteous," man. So the Lord's going to bless. The word "bless" means to favor. He's going to bless the righteous, favor the righteous, man. All right, the ones that are doing it correctly. "And with favor wilt thou compass him as with a shield," man. He's going to protect him and his household. All right. All right, Acts 16:31. "And they said, Believe on the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, and thou shalt be saved, and thy house, man. All right, I'm gonna read that again. All right, 29. Then he called for a light and sprang in, and came trembling, and fell down before Paul and Silas. All right, and brought them out, and said, Sirs, what must I do to be saved? All right, and I think this was the yeah, correct. That was the keeper of the prison, and he wanted to know what could he do to be saved. All right, this was Jake, and they believed. It says what? And they said, this is what Paul said, believe on Yahweh Shai, man, Mashiach, and thou shalt be saved, period. And thy house. So, and your children, man, and your woman. And they spake unto him the word of the Lord, and to all that were in his house. All right. So, yeah, man. The Lord is able to deliver you and your household, just like he did with Lot, just like he did with Noah. All right. Now, because the elect are seeking a new kingdom and a new heaven and new earth, man, where Yahweh Shai is in the rulership, and Yahweh is praised. All right. Psalms 27:4. One thing have I desired of Yahweh, that will I seek after. All right. That one thing, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of Yahweh, and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble, he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. All right, in the spirit, man, the Lord going to use his spiritual power to protect his elect. And he shall set me upon a rock. All right, one more. All right, you got to have faith, man. I'm going to end it with this. 2 Peter 9, there's something to think about, man. Are they pushing their new mandates? They're going to their second wave, their second round. You know, the global warming agendas and all that, 2030 agendas. And they ready to cut the machines on. And they coming for the children now. But check this out, 2 Peter 2:9. Yahweh knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, man. Out of these trials. He knows how to do it. And to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished, man. All right, so hey, balance that one out. Meditate on that. That the Lord knows how to deliver the godly out of the temptation. Look at Lot. Think about what's his name? Moses. You know, think about Jeremiah. You know, all the prophets. So with that, wrap this one up. Say shalom.